What's up guys, Joe from Blackwood, and today I'm going to be talking about drive-in movie theaters. So one of the first things that I will point out about drive-in movie theaters is that they are out of date a lot of times. And what you will find is that sometimes you even have the ones that have you tuned to a radio station, the audio is scratchy and just really, really bad, and sometimes you get interference from another movie and it just ruins your experience. So the first thing that I would say is to optimize your customer experience is to ensure the audio of the film that you're showing is clear and high def, because people want that. Another aspect is parking. Parking in your area should be optimized so that way you don't have somebody with a truck that's moving in front of a minivan and now nobody in that minivan can see. So you want to have it strategically placed where everybody gets a good view and everybody can have a good time. And they're spaced appropriately where they're not sitting on top of each other. Let's talk about pricing and how everything's moving to a subscription model, right? So I had this idea back in college and I looked it up, and actually if a movie is over 5 years old, in general, they're just cashing in on ticket pricing. So you're ticketing for a new movie versus an old one, you make more money off of the older movies. So as we saw in the pandemic, they were showing Back to the Future and Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones and all this stuff, and they were just making more and more money, all these theaters, because they didn't have to pay as much for a new release. And basically it's a 50-50 split. Whatever a ticket costs now for a new release, half that money automatically goes to the studio. So if you show older films and you make it a subscription service every month that people can just come in, register that they're gonna be there on this date, I think that's a win. A good indicator is Netflix. We have extremely pivoted into this streaming model. Everybody wants everything right now, but they also like the aspect of the subscription model where it's just one and done and they can enjoy it as they please. So the benefit of the subscription model is that, if they show up and they enjoy it and you have a great customer experience, they're gonna come back and they've already paid for that month. But here's the benefit: if they don't show up, you still got paid for that month that they didn't show up, but they still wanna keep your service because next month a certain movie is gonna show on your calendar and maybe they wanna see Jurassic Park or something, who knows? But having that available to them, you make more money than just doing a single ticket for a single movie kind of thing. Having a subscription service and having that steady flow of income also aids to having lower pricing on your food and snacks, so that way you sell more of those as well. Because everybody knows, it's no secret, that movie theaters and drive-in theaters, they make the majority of their money from concessions. So why not sell more of those and make them appropriately priced for people so that way they can enjoy, going to the movies with their family of 5 and not have to spend $200. Your website for your drive-in should have a list of movies upcoming, not like, let me update it on Monday and show what's coming this weekend and then not have anything. Nobody knows what's happening the weekend after or the weekend after. People like to plan. So if you could have 3 to 4 weeks of a calendar on your website, your social media presence is everything. I actually follow a couple social media pages for drive-ins, and one of them does it very good and one of them does it very bad. So the one who does it very well, I will see them, they will post out weeks in advance, like, we're going to be showing this, and they get such a turnout because their customer experience, they respond to all the comments, they feed into the positivity of we're so excited to see this with our family, and thank you for letting us know 2 weeks in advance so we can plan for a babysitter and stuff like that. And it kills it every time. It's so good. There's just no way around it that being proactive and in the pocket and talking to your clients and customers is needed on social media. You have to be there to have that conversation with them. No different for a drive-in movie theater. I would actually almost say it's even more so for them because they have higher turnouts when they're in that conversation. And I'm Joe from Blackwood, and if you need any assistance with your drive-in theater, we're the ones to call.